Welcome to TampaBay.com. I'm Tom Jones from the St. Petersburg Times. I'm joined by Times sports columnist John Romano. The Tampa Bay Lightning have re-signed center Steven Stamkos. Early reports are it's a 5-year deal worth $37.5 million. And John, I think we knew this day was coming, and certainly Lightning fans expected this day to come. But still, now that it is here, how big of a deal is this for the Lightning?
Well, if I'm in the Lightning front office, I'm popping the champagne corks today, and I'm putting it on Stamkos' credit card because he can afford it. But yeah, this is a huge deal for the Lightning, even though it wasn't unexpected. He's a restricted free agent. They rarely change teams when they're going to make that much money, but they needed this guy under contract for everything else going forward. He is going to be the cornerstone, along with Victor Hedman, of what this franchise is going to do for the next 5 years.
You talk about Stamkos being the cornerstone. No player has scored more goals over the past 2 years in the NHL than Stamkos, but he struggled in the second half last year, and he was sort of up and down in the playoffs. What do you expect from Stamkos as he goes forward in his contract, and more importantly, what does the Lightning expect from him?
I mean, the guy is still growing. He's 21 years old. He had an impact far greater than anyone would have expected at that age. So the little blip at the end of last season, it was concerning, but he did come back a little bit in the playoffs. He still wasn't as great as he had been the first year and a half of the past 2 years, but he was good enough, and you're going to see him grow and mature and become a player that is among the top 2 or 3 in the league.
Obviously, the biggest move of the offseason for the Lightning. What have you thought about their offseason, and sort of what do you think about going into the next season now?
I mean, frankly, I don't think this team is as good as the team that left the ice in Boston after Game 7. And I think you probably agree. I mean, they've lost Bergenheim, they've lost Gagne, they signed Shannon, who, you know, he'll be a top 6 guy probably, but Gagne is a pretty big name to have lost off that roster and not have replaced him.
Yeah, and especially the disappointment of not being able to re-sign or get Brad Richards back into town, which I think they were hoping would happen. All right, that's John Romano. I'm Tom Jones. Be sure to get the latest on the Stamkos signing on TampaBay.com and in the St. Petersburg Times.